Hello, come and meet all your favourite characters. Here are the Teletubbies. They love to play.
Now, which way does it go?
Postman Pat's trying to help, but he seems to have got carried away.
Don't leave yet. Come back. I want to get off.
Lower away, Fireman Sam.
Okay, James.
If you're in trouble,
Just relax now. I'll try.
you need Fireman Sam. Pingu loves to play. And he's sure to make you laugh.
We need an extra porter today.
Ooh, can I be a porter? Thank you. All aboard! All aboard!
Watch out, Noddy. Mind that ant. Find all your friends on this fantastic range of videos. And you can hear them on these story tapes. Read about them in our wide range of books, from activity books and sticker books to bath time books. Don't forget the magazines. And these CD-ROMs will provide hours of fun with puzzles and games. BBC Worldwide, a chance to meet all your favourite characters.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It was a warm morning in Greendale. And there were plenty of letters and parcels for Pat to deliver. That's the village just about done. Major Forbes was busy reading his paper. Morning, Major. Morning, Pat. I say, this print gets smaller and smaller. Can't see the half of it. Well now, Major, I couldn't read a thing without my glasses. It might mean that you need a pair. It's ever so fuzzy and blurred without them. Oh, what a nuisance. I suppose I'll have to pop into Pencaster for an eye test. My Aunt Penny sat on her glasses once. Smashed them to bits. Very painful, what? Cheerio, Major. What would I do without my glasses?
And another for Miss Hubbard. Oh, there you are, Pat. That's all the country letters sorted now. All ready for you.
It's warming up now outside. Phew, that's better. Oh, nice. Hello, who's that? Ooh, Bayek. Ooh. Catch hold of that corner, Pat. It's a bit... Oops. It's a right weight.
Oh, do be
Ooh.
careful.
Just get it on there. That's it. Push. I hope it's nothing that breaks easily. It went down with a bit of a thump. Nay, it's all right, Pat. I'm glad to get it here all in one piece.
Oh, Ted, what a monster. I can't be doing with this on my counter all morning.
I rang Pencaster Parcel Office and they said they'd pick it up just as soon as possible. Just look at that time. I'd better be off. Where did I put my hat? And where am I?
Look under there, Pat.
Here we go.
Don't drop it. I can feel something. Oh, dear me.
Oh, Pat, are those your glasses? What's left of them? They're not much use now. How am I going to deliver these letters? I can't see to drive, never mind read the addresses.
Now, Pat, Ted can take you home in his lorry and you can get your spare pair of glasses.
What spare pair?
Oh, Pat, haven't you got a spare pair?
No, I've never broken them before. I've had these for years and years. Well, you'll have to borrow some, Pat.
You can try my old ones. They might do.
Don't worry, Pat. We can take the letters round in the lorry. I can give you a hand. Well, I certainly won't be able to drive.
Here we are. Now, give these a try, Pat.
Oh, Tar. Well, it's better than nothing. Just a bit fuzzy. Oh, we'll manage somehow.
Here we are.
Thanks, Mrs. Goggins. Bye for now. Oops.
Do
Oh,
be
dear.
careful, Pat. Oh, goodness me. Oh,
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, Mrs. Goggins. You can see that he needs looking after. Cheerio.
bye, Pat.
Oops. Dr. Gilbertson was out doing her shopping. Who's this? Hello. Getting hot, isn't it? Now then, Dorothy. I've got lots of letters for you. This looks like one of yours. Here we are. Have a good read. Pat, that's not Dorothy. Oh,
Are you feeling ill, Pat?
I'm sorry, Doctor. It's my glasses, squashed flat under a parcel.
They don't look squashed to me.
These are your letters, Doctor.
What on earth is going on?
Better be on our way with the letters. The next stop was at the church. I think this lot has got all muddled. Tell you what, Pat, we can let the tailgate down. And we'll have a good place to sort 'em out. I'll just deliver this lot whilst you sort the rest. Are you sure you've got all the Reverend's letters? I'd know them with my eyes shut. Oops, what's this? Good Lord, deliver us. You are Pat, aren't you? Sorry, Pat, I've got the wrong glasses on. I know just how you feel, Reverend. I've got Mrs. Goggins' old glasses on. Did you say? Yes, but it's a long story. Have some letters. Better be on my way, Reverend. Cheerio. But, Pat! This is for the Reverend, Pat. I think you've got 'em muddled again. Pat, these are not for me at all. They're a bit fuzzy, but I do believe it says Miss Hubbard on this one. You'll have to excuse him, Reverend. You see, his glasses were squashed flat. They look all right to me. It's a long story. And I think it'll be best if you read out all the addresses for me from now on, Ted. No problem. I wish I could help. But you see, my proper glasses, lost them somewhere. It's nice of you to offer to help. Thanks, Reverend. And cheerio. I wonder where I've put them. Bye, Pat. Off they went. Here we are, Thompson Ground. There's Alf's catalogue. Now you can't go wrong with that. Alf can't be far away. Anybody in? Ooh. I wish Alf, ouch, wouldn't leave things for me to fall in. This looks more like it. A nice big letterbox, just the job. Catalogue away. Did you find Alf, then? He wasn't about. I just popped it in their new letterbox. New letterbox? They haven't got a new letterbox. See for yourself. Show me. Here we are. Didn't I tell you? A new letterbox. An old barn door with a missing plank, more like. Locked up as well. Now then, how are we going to get it back? Hang on, I'll get someone to help us. Let's have a look around. If only I could see properly. Ouch! Where does this go? I could get in through the window. Anybody there? Anybody in? Ooh, ouch. What happened? Pat, where are you? Ted! Ooh, it's dark in here. Where's Ted? You all right, Pat? Hello, Ted. Having a nice talk to my barn door? Hello, Alf. Nay. I'm talking to Pat. He's inside. Well, how's he got in there? It's all locked up. I don't know if I've got the key. Ted. Let's see. You look a right mess, Pat. Here's your catalogue, Alf. Delivered safe and sound.
Ted and Pat, back at last. I've been ringing round everywhere trying to track you down.
There's nothing else gone wrong, has there?
Oh, no, Pat. It's just that after you'd gone, I found these. They look awfully like yours. They must have slipped down behind the stamp book. That huge parcel must have given them a push.
Magic. I can see again. Oh, that's lovely. They must be mine. Thank you, Mrs. Goggins. Hang on. We saw 'em all smashed up.
No, we didn't. There must have been another pair of glasses on the counter.
Whose could they be?
Well, the Reverend came in before you this morning, and he must have left his glasses here. He didn't mind about his glasses being broken, said he needed a new pair anyway.
Well, I never. I wonder if I need glasses. The post would never have got through without you. Thanks, Ted. Back to the workshop. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Bye, Ted.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It was a lovely summer morning in Greendale. Pat had finished delivering the village letters. Morning, all.
Morning, Pat. Hello, Pat. Just the weather to make the garden grow.
What a day. Well, seems to be growing in here. I've never seen so many flowers. Mrs. Goggins?
Morning, Pat.
Mind your back. Hello, Sam. More flowers. There'll soon be no room for letters. I'll just put them here for the time being.
Thanks, Sam.
I hope I've not brought too many.
Oh, Sam, we'll need a lot more if we're going to win the competition.
No problem. There's plenty more. What's this competition you're on about?
Oh, Pat, you must have heard about it.
The best village competition, of course.
So we'll have to do our best. I'm going to cover this old post office with flowers.
I wondered what was going on. I never saw Greendale look so bright. I thought it was the nice weather. I suppose there'll be some judges coming to pick the winner. Yes, Pat, but nobody knows when they're coming. It'll be a surprise, like. Just to keep us on our toes. Bye for now. Bye.
Cheerio.
Well, I'd better get on with the post. Flowers or no flowers.
Oh, Pat, when you call at Greendale Farm with that parcel, will you collect something for me? Mrs. Pottage promised me some tubs to put the flowers in outside the shop.
I'll remember, don't worry. No trouble. With all this sprucing up going on, I'll not be able to forget. Bye.
Bye, Pat.
Whoops! Oi, look out! Hello, Ted. What are you doing up there? Hello, Pat. Just giving the wall a spot of fresh paint. For this here competition. It's grand stuff, this new paint. You can put it anywhere. Yes, I've noticed. Even the letterbox has come out in spots. Aye, it flies about a bit. It'll come off with a bit of a rub. I don't know about best village competition. I reckon they should call it the busiest village competition. Oh, my van. It's caught the measles. Oh, dear. No, I don't know how that's happened. It does look a bit sickly. You'd best take it to see a doctor. It's your blooming paint. You meant to paint the post office, not everything for miles around. It needs a drop of water to get it off. Drop in at my place and I'll give it a good hosing down. See you later, Pat. Bye. We'd better get a move on then. Look at your nose, Jess. You'd better watch out. Ted'll be giving you a hose down if he sees that. It was time for a quick wash. Pat went to Greendale Farm first to get the tubs.
Oh, Pat, hello.
Hello there. And to give Mrs. Pottage her parcel.
Thank you, Pat. The tubs are just over there by the barn, Pat. But keep a watch out for any strange plants you might see. He's coming.
There were some very odd blooms in the tubs. Goodness me. A greater flowering Katie and a giggling Tom tree. What will Mrs. Pottage grow next?
Hello, Pat. We're talking plants as well. And we can help you put our tubs in your van.
This one first.
And this one next. Has your van got spots?
Well, it looks like it. I'd better take it to see Dr. Glenn. He's good at curing spotty vans.
Goodbye.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Pat was on his way. He stopped at Ted Glenn. Looks as though Ted's ready for me. Hey up, Pat. Hello, Ted. I thought you'd forgotten, Pat. I'll have to be quick. I've got to get down to Pencaster Station tomorrow to catch a train for Scotland. Where are you off to, Ted? It's young Caroline's wedding. Can't miss that. There's all sorts to do before I go, and I can't leave Mrs. Goggins with that hole in her roof. Anyway, I've got Peter Fogg lined up to give me a lift to the station on his motorbike. It'll be a day or two before I get back, and I don't want to leave the lorry down at the station. It might disappear. So I'll leave it in the village when I finish Mrs. Goggins' roof. Then you'll be able to keep an eye on it for me. Good idea, Ted. Have a good time at the wedding. and thanks for cleaning the van.
Ta-da, Pat.
Cheerio. The next day, the village was covered in flowers. There were tubs and flower pots in every street. Window boxes and baskets overflowing with plants. Flowers everywhere. Any time now, the judges would arrive to choose the best village. The next day, the phone rang in Pat's house.
Hello? Yes? Oh. Are you sure? I mean, it is Ted's. Oh, you'd know it anywhere. Oh, what's it doing there? Just sitting there looking ugly. Oh, goodness. All that work making the village beautiful. I'll tell Pat. I'm sure he'll think of something. Yes, right now. I'll tell him to hurry. Goodbye. Pat! Pat! Something's happened.
What's up?
Ted's left his lorry right by the village green. The judges for the competition are due any minute. It'll be the first thing they see. And all the flowers and work, it'll all go to waste.
We'll ask him to move it. I expect he's gone to mend Mrs. Goggins' roof.
No, he's not at Mrs. Goggins and nobody can find him. His workshop's locked and empty.
Oh, now I remember. He's gone to Scotland, to Caroline's wedding. I meant to tell you, he'll be gone for a few days. I'd better go and see what I can do.
Good luck, Pat. Bye.
Bye. There the lorry was, just as Sarah had said, with Peter Fogg and Mr. Pringle scratching their heads. They had tried to move the lorry, but the thing would not budge an inch. Oh, what a pity! Right by the village green. The judges simply cannot miss it.
What's all this?
What's going on? Peter Fogg and Mr. Pringle explained to P.C. Selby about the lorry and the judges. Parking is allowed here. Quite legal. Can't do anything to move it. Where's Pat? He might think of something. Pat had met Major Forbes at the post office, and he was telling him what had happened. Tell you what, sort of thing we did in my army days. We'd cover it up, hide it. Camouflage, that's the word. Right, let's start. By the left, quick march. Alf came with his tractor and trailer to give a hand. And Peter Fogg loaded it with more flowers.
Right you are, Alf.
Pots and shrubs.
Off you go.
They all helped. Miss Hubbard was there. Dorothy Thompson found some big sheets of green cloth with pretend grass. Then the shrubs arrived. Well done, everybody. Keep it up. First the sides of the lorry were let down, then they covered it with the imitation grass. Put the shrubs on, together with some flower pots, and with a bit of fencing in front, it looked like a garden. The phones were ringing again, all over Greendale.
Hello? What? We have? Miss Hubbard, we've won. Won? Did you say we've won? The best village competition?
Lord bless us! What wonderful news!
Well, twins, our tubs must have helped. We've won after all. Hooray! Yippee! I knew we could do it. Well, isn't that just marvellous news, Pat? That'll put Garner Bridge on the front page of the Pencaster Gazette. I hear that the judges like, best of all, the special hillock covered with lovely flowers. Now, I never knew we had any such hillock in the village.
Well, it won't be there for long, so you'd better get a good look at it. Yes, the judges couldn't believe their eyes. They came back twice to have another look. A day to remember. It certainly was. Has anybody seen my lorry? I left it in the village before I went to Scotland and, well, I don't seem able to find it now. There's a mystery for you, PC Selby. Ted's lost his lorry. No, nobody seems to have found a lorry. All I've heard is about flowers. Bushes and flowers, lots of them. Will somebody tell me what the joke is? Turned a lorry into a bunch of flowers. Oh, they what?
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It was a lovely morning in Greendale. The flowers were blooming in Pat's garden. And so were the weeds. Pat was up early. The garden needs a going over. I could do a spot of weeding before I go to work. Pat arrives at the garden shed. I'll need a spade. He soon found what he wanted. Here we are. Just the job. This'll help get rid of these blooming weeds. There was plenty to choose from.
Just look at that time. Pat's going to be late with the post. Pat, you best leave those weeds now. Time's getting on. It's nearly past.
Hang on. I'll be there in a minute. I'll just shift this. Out you come. Ooh. Ouch! Oh, dear. Help! Sarah was busy and didn't hear Pat come back. Ooh. Ouch! Oh, my back. Ooh.
Are you all right, Pat? Oh, dearie me, what's happened to you?
Ooh. Oh. It's my back. Oh, it doesn't half hurt. I was just pulling this grass.
Here, let me straighten you up.
Ow! Ow! Oh, stop. It's worse like that.
I think I'd better call the doctor. I can't leave you standing there all day, propped up on the table. Bless me. That's just the person I need.
Dr. Gilbertson happened to be passing.
Hello, Doctor. Oh, what a piece of luck, seeing you. Poor old Pat's hurt his back. Can you come in and have a look at him? Of course I can. Poor Pat. Now then, Pat, what have you been up to?
Oh, hello, Doctor. Only a bit of weeding. Ooh, ow! It's my back.
Let's have a look now. Does it hurt when I press here?
Ow! Oh!
Sorry about that. Yes, you've pulled more than grass. You've pulled a muscle. That's what you've done. And you'll need to rest it. A day in bed, and you'll be as right as rain.
A day in bed?
That's right. And I'll send round some lotion to help ease the pain.
Oh, dear.
Bye for now.
Cheerio, Doctor.
Bye, and thank you.
What about the post? I can't just stay in bed with all the letters and parcels waiting to be delivered. I know. You can take the letters.
Oh, me? You're joking. Well, I suppose I could. I did work for the post office once, and I can drive.
Give old Sid a ring in Pencaster. I'm sure he'll be able to fix it. There's nobody could do it better than you. You know the way round as well as I do.
Well, I will. It'll make a nice change going out with the post. I'll give them a buzz right now. Oh, hello, Sid. Yes, it's Sarah. I'm calling to see if I can replace Pat today.
Oh, I can't stay here all day.
He's got a bad back. That's fine. Yes, you too. Bye. There we are. That's all fixed up. Now, I wonder if Pat's hat will fit me. Oh, postwoman Sarah. What a laugh. I'm off, Pat. Sid gave the OK. Have a nice rest. Bye.
Bye, Sarah. Jess wondered what was going on. Pete went back inside to see if Pat was still there.
I take the loop.
Mrs. Goggins was busy at the post office.
Here comes Pat. Morning, Mrs. Goggins. Morning, Pat. Hello. Oh, it's Sarah. Where's Pat? He's hurt his back and has to stay in bed. I'm taking the post today. It's all arranged with Pencaster. Oh, that's all right then. I'm sorry to hear about Pat. There's not much post today. It's all in this bag. It'll be a bit of a change. For you, I mean. I hope it all goes well. Oh, I'm sure it will. Do you mind asking Dorothy Thompson for her carrot cake recipe? It's not something I could ask of Pat. Of course, don't worry. Cheerio.
Sarah's next stop was at the village church.
Hello? Anybody there? Morning, Reverend.
Bless me. What's happened to your voice, Pat? Oh, it isn't Pat. Sarah. What a surprise. And a parcel. Lovely. But where is Pat?
Laid up with a bad back for the day.
Oh, the poor boy. I'll pop in and give him a game of chess. That'll take his mind off it.
Thanks, Reverend. Cheerio.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, she picks up all the postbags in her bag.
Sarah was on her way. At Thompson Ground, Dorothy Thompson was very busy in the kitchen.
That sounds like Pat. Now I wonder if he's forgotten. It'll make a nice surprise. Morning, Pat. I just thought you... Oh, it's Sarah. Yes, Pat's in bed with a bad back. So I'm doing the post today. Pat? With a bad back? Today of all days? Oh, what's so special about today? Today? Oh, nothing. It's, well, you know, I just thought, oh dear. Oh, I nearly forgot. Mrs. Goggins asks if she can have you a carrot cake recipe. What? Parrot cake? I'm not sure. Just now, you see... but I can see you want to be on your way, and all that. What with all those letters to deliver, I'll not hold you up. Good luck. Cheerio. Oh, yes. Well, I'll be off then. Goodbye. What's she in such a hurry for? Folks are acting a bit peculiar. I wonder if they're always like this. I must ask Pat.
Sarah was on her way. It was the last call for the day at George Lancaster's place. He'll be looking forward to getting his Farmer's Weekly. But there was no sign of him.
Anybody at home?
Well, hello, Sarah. What a surprise.
Hello, George. Here's your magazine. Pat's at home, in bed with a bad back.
You were early with the post. I mean, you mustn't be too quick, must you? Do you fancy a sandwich?
No, thanks. I'm fine. I must be going.
Well, how about to look at my prize ends, then? Now, isn't this one a beauty? You can hold her if you like.
No, thanks, George. I really must be on my way.
Nay, you'll not go without a cup of tea, will you?
I must see how Pat's getting on. Bye.
You could take Pat some eggs.
Bye, George.
What a strange day it had been. She was hoping that Pat would be up and about.
Hello, Jess. Have you been taking good care of Pat? Hello, Pat, I'm home.
There was no answer.
It's me, Sarah.
There was still no reply.
Oh, it's dark.
Happy anniversary!
Happy
anniversary!
Anniversary? And I thought Pat had forgotten.
We all wanted you to have a special party as a big surprise.
Have an anniversary cake. I can tell you I had a shock when I saw you coming with the post. Well, I did smell baking, but you didn't give me time to ask about it.
And here's one parcel that arrived late. Happy wedding anniversary.
Oh, lovely. Oh, but I nearly forgot. How's your back? The ointment I gave him and the day's rest did wonders. Here's to Pat and Sarah.
Hooray for Greendale!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It was time for the post to be on its way in Greendale. Time to get a move on, Jess. This old van, thought Pat. Wasn't it about time he had something a little more up to date? Before leaving the village, he stopped at the vicarage. Oh, dear me. What a rush! Oh, good. There's Pat. Hello, Pat. I'm so glad you're in good time. Morning, Reverend. Dear me, what a rush. What's the hurry? Oh, do come in. I'm sure you can help. It's all to do with Mr. Pringle and the Major. Always at the last minute. Bless us all. It's this film show they're giving. All about... Now, what did the Major say? Something about flying, I believe. It says in this paper that there's to be a surprise arrival. I'd love to see that. Oh, do come. Tea? Yes, please. Bring Sarah and Julian. Bring as many people as you can. Day after tomorrow. Thing is, there's not much time to tell people. Oh, don't worry. I'll tell everybody. I see most folks on my rounds. That's kind, Pat. And if you could give them a leaflet as well. Miss Hubbard's running them off on that machine of hers. She's my next call. I'll pick up a good pile of leaflets, don't you worry. Thanks for the tea. Bye. Bye, Pat. Pat couldn't help wondering what the surprise arrival was to be. Would the Major be dressing up? Maybe he'd come in a new car. And would Miss Hubbard know about these things? Here we are. I hope Miss Hubbard's got the leaflets ready. Anyone at home?
Morning, Pat. Oh, you're just in time.
Hello, Miss Hubbard. Anything the matter?
The copier stopped right in the middle of printing these leaflets for...
The Major's film show.
Oh, so you know. Well, there's not a minute to lose. It's all in a rush. But I'm sure you'll find the fault in no time.
I don't know. Let's try and move a few things and see what happens. Have you tried these buttons?
Of course.
I suppose this piece, it just slides... Whoops! Oh, it's come off.
Oh, Pat, do take care.
I wonder what's hiding in here. Whatever it is, it's come undone. It's amazing what you can find on these machines. Little doors that... Hey, up, something's just dropped out. Oh, it's made a right mess.
The floor. Oh, what's all that black powder? Oh, dear.
It's a bit mucky, isn't it? You wouldn't think there'd be so much in it. Just a minute. Hold that.
Pat, I'm rather worried.
Lots of bits to go back. There's got to be something in here. There you are. A piece of paper jamming the works. Now, where did this come from? Sounds a bit rough, doesn't it? Well, it seems to be working. I'm sure it'll settle down.
It is rather smudgy and a little lopsided, do you think?
Never mind. They'll make out the most important bits. I'll tell them about the parts they can't read. Best be on my way. Cheerio.
But, Pat, what about the mess? Oh, well, I never.
Jess thought Pat needed a wash. Perhaps a cat lick would do. But then, maybe not. The smell of burnt paper put him off. Thompson Ground, next stop.
Hello, Pat.
Morning, Pat.
Morning, everyone.
A mucky one, if you ask me. I wish you'd told us you were sweeping chimneys in your spare time. We've got a couple that need doing.
Oh, don't you listen to him, Pat. But we've got plenty of hot water if you'd like a wash.
No thanks, Dorothy. There's no time. What with all this post to deliver and these leaflets about the Major's film show to give out, I hope you'll come.
Oh, yes, we'll come all right.
So long as we don't get mucky faces like yours, Pat.
Nay, there's no chance of that. Bye.
Bye, Pat.
Cheerio.
Pat was on his way.
Ted Glenn was sorting out some wood when Pat arrived. Hello, Pat. Hello, Ted. What's all this about, then? A film show? I've always been interested in flying. I'll definitely be there. But what have you been up to, Pat? Mending that old van of yours again? Oh, it's a long story, Ted. And I haven't got time to stop. Anyway, I'll see you at the film show. Bye. Right you are then, Pat. Cheers. The day of the film show came.
Children, down at the front, please.
Spool taut.
When does it start? Will they be selling ice cream?
I knew it.
Down.
It's dropped. Oh, I knew the Major would be late. Good. Here's Pat. I'm sure he can help. Have you seen the Major, Pat? Missing, is he, Reverend? Did I tell you about the surprise? Surprise, Reverend? I think you did mention it. Yes, the Major promised there would be a surprise. But oh dear, he's late. Tell you what, I'll pop up to Garner Hall and see if he needs a hand with anything. Won't be long. At Garner Hall, there was scaffolding all up one side, but no sign of the Major. But he's not in.
Help! Ahoy!
What's that?
You down there!
I'm hearing voices.
Pat! Can't you hear me, man?
Hello?
By Jove, the man's deaf.
Where are you?
Pat!
Who's that on the roof? It was Major Forbes waving from the basket of a hot air balloon.
It's me, you noodle. Do pay attention, Pat. My jolly old anchor rope has got mixed up with the chimneys, what? Be a good fellow. Climb up and see if you can cast me off.
You want me to go up there? I'm not very good on roofs. I get dizzy. Why do I always get these jobs? I wish Ted Glenn was here. He's good at climbing onto roofs. What are you doing up here, Major? In that basket thing?
There's no time for idle chat, man. Catch hold of that rope.
I don't believe I'm doing this.
It's wrapped itself round the chimney stack.
Steady on. It's not easy on these tiles. Whoops! Let me get this untangled. Now, which way does it go?
Come along, Pat.
I'm trying my best.
Shake a leg, I'm late as it is.
Hey up! Where are you going? Don't leave yet. Come back. I want to get off.
I'll be with you in a jiffy.
But I'm out here, and I don't like it.
Now that we're moving, must see all shipshape.
Help! I want to get off. Ooh, where's my van?
Sorry, Pat. Can't stop. Just hang on for dear life.
Ooh, it's a long way down there. Help! Pull me up.
Stop fussing, man, and get in. Heave-ho!
Put me down. I want to get off.
Ooh. You're all right now. Safe and sound.
Where has the Major got to?
I can't see anyone.
Can you...
Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all this looking up at the sky. It's making me quite dizzy.
The sky is where the surprise is coming from, Reverend.
But I can't see what that has to do with Major Forbes.
Look, what's that? Where? Oh, look. That big thing in the sky.
It's coming this way.
It's
a
big balloon.
There's the church. and the post office. Hey up, Major. There's a tree coming up fast. I'll give her a blast. Up she goes. Well, I never. Pat and the Major in a hot air balloon. What a surprise indeed. The Major and Pat dropping from the skies.
There's the Major. And Pat! Wow, what a lark! Yippee! This is great! Yeah, super fast!
I would never have done it without Pat. It was those stupid chimneys of mine. Got caught, what? I would never have guessed, Major, that you were an expert on hot air balloons. Now come and tell us some more. Hello, one and all. Nice to see so many of you here today. I thought it might be of interest if I told you of my adventures travelling by hot air balloon in different places around the world. Thank you, Mr. Pringle.
Quiet, children.
I was stationed at the time on the west coast of Africa, and my first trip started just outside the town of Binji. I remember just missing the rooftops by inches.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
Down at Greendale Village School, they had a model volcano. Just think, children, said Mr. Pringle, of all that rock going bubble, bubble, whoosh under the ground.
You'd get your feet hot,
said Lucy.
No, you wouldn't,
Said Bill Thompson.
You could wear your wellies.
It was a long time before wellies were invented, said Mr. Pringle.
The volcanoes made our lovely Greendale Hills long before there were any people, never mind wellies. Great holes in the ground, with rock oozing out like toffee.
Did you say toffee?
Said Tom.
I like toffee.
I said it was like toffee, said Mr. Pringle,
because it was all oozy, and it was so long ago that it was even before the dinosaurs came. You can all do a lovely painting tomorrow for open day. But it's home time now. Pat was waiting at the gate for Julian.
Hello there.
Hi, Dad.
Time to go home.
Come on, Dad, I'm hungry. Bye, Pat. Bye, Pat. Bye, Pat.
Bye.
The next morning, it seemed very quiet in the village. when Pat came to collect the letters.
Oh, yes, I certainly will. Did you say it was near Thompson Ground? Dearie me. Yes, I'll tell him. Bye for now.
What was all that about, Mrs. Goggins?
Oh, dear. Well, that was P.C. Selby. It seems that there's a great gaping hole in the middle of the road near Thompson Ground. He says it's big enough to swallow a cow.
Oh, I know what that means. Road closed, diversions, cones and bollards all over the place. How does he think I'm going to get through with all these letters and parcels? Talking about holes in the ground, Julian was on about volcanoes and earthquakes last night.
Nay, Pat, it's only a hole in the road.
Oh, we'll manage somehow. Bye for now.
Bye, Pat.
I wonder if dinosaurs would get letters. And what did dinosaur cats look like? I bet they ate some huge fish, eh, Jess? Alf was out on his tractor. Pat stopped for a chat. What do you reckon to this hole in the road, Alf?
What hole? I've seen nought. I've been ploughing since early morning.
There's a great hole just outside your farm. P.C. Selby's shut the road off.
Oh dear,
Said Alf.
how am I going to get home? I'd best be off. Bye, Pat.
Bye. Pat kept a careful lookout, just in case there were any new holes that no one knew about. Oh dear, diversion. So we can't go our usual way. I know P.C. Selby and his diversions. Every time it ends up me going the long way round. Hey up, what's this? Oh no, not another. And it's going back the other way. What, more diversions? They're everywhere. Here we go again. Oh, this is awful. I'm getting dizzy going right and then left, then right again. I should go straight on. Maybe if I went left. But I can't. I could go right here. I've just spotted where we are, Jess.
We're back where we started.
Then Alf came chugging along.
Don't follow me, said Pat. I'm lost.
If you follow these signs, you just go round in a big circle,
Nay, Pat, I can't be bothered with all that.
said Alf.
I have to get home and get my dinner. Let's shift this clutter out of the way. No problem.
Pat followed.
Is this what all the fuss is about?
Said Alf.
It doesn't look much to me.
I've seen bigger, said Pat.
A baby one.
Now then, what's going on there?
Look out, here comes trouble. BC Selby.
Come on, lads. You know this road's closed. You must have seen the signs. I'll have to take your names and addresses. Here, can you hold my tea? Don't be daft, Arthur. You've known us ever since we were in short trousers. Never mind that. We have to do it proper. Now then, how do you spell proceeding? You haven't got a pencil sharpener on you by any chance?
Here we are, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Oh, thanks, Dorothy, said Pat. Just what we need.
Dorothy, have you got anything to sharpen Arthur's pencil? Hang on. Pat, if you could just hold this. And then, Arthur, pass your pencil to Dorothy. Then if you take these...
But I've nothing to sharpen pencils with.
I think there are 2 E's in proceeding. But is it a C or an
I
S?
thought you said...
All I did is bring the tea.
Has anyone seen my notebook?
Let's go home, Dot.
I think it's going round in circles like my van.
Talking about that, you've given me an idea. Now then, if we made everything go through Alf's yard instead, we could probably...
Dandelions everywhere. Wonder if there are any holes here.
When Pat called on Miss Hubbard, she was acting very oddly, prodding about the garden with a stick.
It's very dangerous having holes in one's garden. Oh, morning, Pat.
Morning, Miss Hubbard. You've not lost something, have you?
Certainly not. I'm just taking precautions. Holes, you know, appearing without warning. PC Selby told me all about it.
Oh, I wouldn't let it bother you, Miss Hubbard. It's only a small hole in the road. Cheerio.
Bye, Pat.
Bye. Pat called on Ted Glenn.
Hello, Pat.
Hello there. There was a parcel for him. Sorry I'm a bit late today, said Pat. It's this blooming hole in the road. I've had to go all round Greendale to get here.
Don't worry. Leave it to me. I'll have that hole filled in no time. A bag of cement, a bit of gravel and some tar. That'll sort it out. All leftovers from a job in Pencaster. I knew it'd come in handy one day.
Champion, said Pat.
Ta-da, Pat.
Cheerio. Pat was on his way. Having delivered all his letters, it was time to go back to the post office. But he stopped at Thompson Ground to see how things were going. There was a whole new set of signs leading into a field and through Alf's yard, where Ted's lorry was parked.
It's like town centre here,
Said Alf.
My poor hens. That's if you can find them, poor things. They'll not lay for a fortnight. Here comes another. Oh, it's Sam. Good morning. See what I mean, Pat? It's terrible.
You'll be all right, said Pat, as soon as Ted gets that hole filled in.
Come on, slowly as you go. Careful now.
Tea up, called Dorothy from the kitchen door. And fresh biscuits, straight from the oven.
Just what I need,
Said Ted.
We'll have a sup while that tar sets. Are you coming for your tea, Arthur? Mind the tar, will you? Help! Help! Here, don't let... Come back! Help!
But something seemed to be keeping PC Selby.
Help! Come back! Help!
Did somebody shout help? Said Pat.
He's not looking for his notebook, is he?
Said Alf.
He hasn't gone and trod in it, has he? What are you doing to my nice new tire? Fast-setting stuff, that. A new kind, you know.
You'll have to take your boots off and leave them in charge, said Pat.
Come on, Arthur. Off with your boots. Don't be shy. 1, 2, and lift. Oops, here, hold on. Time for a bit of farm transport,
said Alf.
Oh! Hey, steady on. My boots. How am I going to walk?
And we'll need a new warning sign.
Stay still and I'll tip you over. Very undignified, this. I'll never live it down.
There. Danger. Police boots. Everybody should see that. I hope Dorothy's kept some tea hot.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, just as day is dawning, he picks up all the post bags in his van. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Everybody knows his bright red van. All his friends will smile as he waves to greet them. Maybe you can never be sure. There'll be knock, ring, letters through your door. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. All the birds are singing, and the day is just beginning. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man. Pat feels he's a really happy man.
It was a warm morning in Greendale, and there were plenty of letters and parcels for Pat to deliver.
Whoops! Oh, sorry.
Whatever are you doing with my bike, Pat?
I just didn't see it.
Goodness me, Pat. I hope you'll take more care. It's taken a bit of a knock.
Sorry, Miss Hubbard. It's all this post to deliver. I didn't see your bike.
There's just too much rushing about.
The bike looks all right. I'll pop round when I have a minute.
Goodness me, Pat. I hope you'll take more care.
I'd better get a move on. Cheerio.
Just the thing for the twins' nasty cold. Not like the stuff we had in the old days when I was a girl.
Morning, Doctor.
Hello, Pat. Well, I never. Express delivery.
Sorry. Can't stop. Bye.
Hello and goodbye then, Pat.
Pat was soon out in his van, delivering the day's post to the countryside, trying not to hurry. First stop, Ted Glenn's workshop.
Who's that tooting? Now then, Pat, what's up?
Sorry, Ted, can't stop. In a rush today. Bye!
Well, I'll be flummoxed. What's old Pat rushing off like that for? Just when I fancied a good natter. Pat had no time to stop and natter. There was post to deliver. First, some letters for Greendale Farm. Mrs. Pottage heard him pull up outside. Morning!
Morning, Pat. You're just in time for a cup of tea.
Very kind of you. Just half a cup, please.
You're not telling me there's so much post that you can't stop for a chat.
That reminds me. I'll have to find time to call on Miss Hubbard. I ran into her bike this morning.
Rushing about.
Oh, that's what Miss Hubbard said. Hey, is that the right time? I'll have to get a move on. There's a lot to do today. Thanks for the tea. Bye, Mrs. Pottage.
Bye, Pat.
Outside, Jess wasn't looking too happy. Hey up, Jess. What's happened? Oh, my sandwiches. Who's done that? They've eaten the whole lot, rotten things. The sandwich robbers of Greendale strike again. It can't be the hens this time. This is a case for PC Selby. But no time to stop for clues. No sandwiches. And miles away from home. The next stop was at Thompson Ground. Morning, Dorothy. A letter for you today.
Oh, hello, Pat. Thanks. Any news?
There's news, all right. I bent Miss Hubbard's bike a bit in the village, and someone's nicked my lunch while I was parked at Greendale Farm.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry to hear that. I wonder who could have pinched your sandwiches. But never mind. I've something nice in the oven. There's plenty to spare, so don't you worry. I'm just off to the garden first, then we'll see what we can do. Just come and look at my carrots. They're real champions. Oh, my. Oh, heavens. Oh, it's awful. It's all dug up. Massacrated. What's happened?
All the carrots gone. Some just nibbled, others half chewed. I don't believe it.
Who could have done a thing like this? The garden's ruined. Just look at my lovely carrots. What monster has done this?
First my sandwiches, now your carrots. It must be a very hungry monster.
I'm going to ring PC Selby. He'll know what to do. It might be something dangerous, something big and dreadful. Come out of, I don't know where.
Poor old Pat. Dorothy was in such a fluster that she has forgotten all about lunch. Pat and Jess went on their way, feeling more and more hungry. And keeping a lookout for the monster. There was something going on at Granny Dryden's cottage. All the washing had been thrown into the road. What's all this?
Oh, Pat, look at me washing. The line's broken and me new sheets are all dirty in the road. And me best pillowcase is gone.
I don't know what's happening, but there's been trouble all up the dale. Someone nicked my lunch and all the carrots out of Dorothy Thompson's garden. And now you're washing. It's some beast from the moors, you mark my words. Bye, Granny Dryden.
Bye, Pat. Jess was wishing that the beast was a nice fat mouse. He was hungry, and so was Pat. And what's this? I'd recognise that bike anywhere. It's Miss Hubbard's.
Oh, Pat. How glad I am to see you.
What is it, Miss Hubbard? Have you had an accident?
I was on my way home when this thing with hooves and an enormous head covered with a white sort of bag came out of the field. It snorted at me and I fell off.
It looks as though you've met the beast.
That's what I called it. Then it pinched the apples from my basket, so I took a swipe at it with my brolly and jumped the wall.
I'll tell PC Selby as soon as I get to the village, so don't worry. Will you be all right now?
Oh, yes, I'll be fine. Mind how you go, Pat.
Cheerio!
Do be careful, Pat.
There was a registered letter for the Major.
Morning, Pat.
He was busy in the garden. Morning, Major. A registered letter for you.
Look at this, Pat. My best begonia shattered. And I know who did it. A huge monster it was, rampaging all round the gardens, with a mysterious white shroud over its head.
I must say it has made a mess. I do hear it's the famous Beast of Greendale, risen from its lair in the moors.
Ah, I'll give it Beast of Greendale, making a mess of my gardens. We'll have to hunt the thing down. Get help from the village. Chase it back from wherever it came from.
Hang on. Listen.
Bells? At this time of the day?
I can't think why. Unless...
By Jove! The beast is after the Reverend, and he's calling for help. Come along, Pat. Not a minute to lose. I just hope we're not too late.
Whatever is going on? The noise.
Morning, Reverend. Glad to see you fit and well.
Oh, hello, Major Forbes. And Pat, I am glad you've come.
We thought it was you ringing the bell.
No, I'm not ringing the bell. I mean, how can I be? The bell rope's inside, and I'm out here. Oh, dear.
Right, men. We'd better investigate.
Lead the way, Major.
Well, I think you should go first, Pat. I'll bring up the rear. Off you go, chap. You're next.
But why me?
Well, it's your church after all. Are you coming with me, Major? Well, no. Bad strategy, you know. I'll stay here and secure your line of retreat, what? Off you go, there's a good chap. Nothing to worry about. I don't like this. All he needs to do is to take the bull by the horns, what?
Horns? Did you say horns?
Hello?
I think we've found the Beast of Greendale.
Quick, run!
Say, be careful, Major. Well, I never fancy finding him here.
Here, give over, you little devil. I can hardly hear myself think with that bell you've got entangled with. Ouch! That was my foot.
Morning, all. Well, I never. What is he doing?
Oh, Dad, you've caught her at last.
Yes, well, it's a pity it took me so long. Who knows what she's been up to, apart from getting entangled in this bell rope and making a racket.
And we all thought it was the Beast of Greendale.
Beast of what? Oh, dear me, it's no beast. It's only Lucy's pony. I'll make up for any damage she's done. I think you'll have a few gardens to dig and put to rights.
I'll help.
We'll all help. Beast of Greendale. Ah, humbug. Bless her.
Bye-bye, and thanks, everybody.
Yes, bye, everyone. Well, I'd rather ride in my van. For one thing, it doesn't eat carrots. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.